there isn't anything more or less that you need to know than just what is behind the English alphabet. See, you have a capitalized version and you have a lowercase version, right? You've seen that in your classroom. And a lot of times it's just one strip, right? It's one strip of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z. And then, well, maybe they have them side by side, capital A, capital B, small b. But the right way to do it is to put the uppercase in one section on top and then put the lowercase in another section. Now, when it goes straight out like that, it's a continuity. And you know the A, B, C, D, E, F, G song, right? Do you know that song? It's Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the sky so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. The English alphabet is an interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space. Our reality, the one that is overlaying the earth, that says, what I mean is the reality of the world, the word. And I'm not going to edit this. I don't like editing either. I'm a sound recording artist. I play live. I'm a live playing musician. And that's when you want to catch me. Oh, for sure, record it. You won't even, a lot of narcissists don't hear anything unless it's like, especially music. Do it 3 times over again. See, they're terrible at music. They think it's wrong to repeat something. It's like, well, actually, I hate to tell you, this entire universe is full of repeating loops. Very boring, by the way. If you really caught on, they'll probably put you in jail. Like, don't expose how stupid everything is. Sorry. Well, I don't really mean that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know? I mean, I do. I translate things into beauty. I hope you like this video. This particular last video that I did, not very good at all. It was more like for hypnosis purposes. Hypnosis purposes. I mean, I'm changing this right now because I did it wrong. See, this spells, yeah, we add we are me. Still trying to hypnotize your ass. Okay, so let me just systematically. Oh, okay, so I wanted to spell the word world. World. Capital W, which is, we all know what that means. Woman. O. Now, it's kind of like saying the same thing, and this is what's weird about this uppercase language and like the way that we point at things. We're always going to be pointing at God. However it's done, it's weird. That's why you want to reduce it down. See, that's why I do reduce it down. Sometimes, you know, but anyway, we're not going to reduce her down, no way. She's just an infinite space. No editing. I am a live person, actually, and I do play. I'm a live playing musician, and that's one of the things that people are shocked. They're like, I had no idea. I need to do that again to get people interested again in their own mind. All right, so wow. Whoa. I put this dot right there because that's the sign of that's the sun. That's the sun. No? You don't, if you don't think that looks like the sun, at least that. Okay, I guess you're in the world here. Okay, fine. We accept you. Yeah. But we should take all of your funds away. You should have no access to heavy banking or even resources. I mean, didn't just say we're not going to be able to feed you and keep you like a hamster. Just have to know for a fact that, anyway. HUUMAne. Oh my God, isn't that weird? This fucking pin. Isn't it weird how there's two of these symbols in here, but one stands upside down and the other one is also here and it's not upside down? Or maybe, or whatever, but it's like this, right? I'm telling you about the word Aquarius. And I said a word, okay? So this is a symbol. And so are these, by the way. These are not letters. Although we do like the sentiment of let her. Let her what? Is she even here? Yes, she is here. Look. HERE. And don't forget he is there too. So woman. Man, look at the A's there. God, this is amazing. And then look at this. Whoa! Neuron. That's just it's a half-baked one of these. It's like both of these could have this going on in it. They have nerves. They have neurology. They have just something that helps them connect electrically. Yes. Okay, so woman. Why did I do that? I was trying to spell for you. I just wanted you to just see the configuration. If you knew what you were looking at in symbols, and that this, the uppercase vowels, you want to always keep them in uppercase. Particularly, it's weird. It's if you don't really know what you're doing with any of it. It's three-dimensional reality we have here. One is the mind. So look at the mind. That's it. It's lowercase m, and I'm going to put the uppercase. Now this is a righteous uppercase, babes. You know those egos out there that think that they're more real than now. In lowercase and the ID. There you go. There's the mind. We have an ID. That's the first dimension, which is the flat line, lowercase case waist. Lowercase base. The lowercase. No, at no time should a sentence. Do you type every day, by the way? Type. What type did you type? See, a human being. And when we're talking about the human being, the ones that are the universe itself. Because we are one. Whoops. You can say one. We won, babes, once we get it. One with the universe. My saying goes, what part of one did you not understand? When we say, we are, you put the R in there, it's okay, God. Energy. This is going either way, so you can turn this around. Believe it or not, it's just that's a conduit. You have a plug. See, here's a plug, and then you can stick your energy in, maybe put it right there. Boom. There you go. Don't think that there's anything else existing other than what is here. Here. And she's got muscles. Okay, so Mars, I love you. That's TRInINg Neptune. In April, when it goes, Neptune goes into Aries. We will sing in tune, and it will frighten a baboon, but we'll protect them and keep them as hamsters. Because they're the least of our worries. We don't mind the biological. The sheep. I'll get brighter markers, by the way. Oops, wrong. See, if you're a human being, you say, oh no, I get it. Yeah, you want to put these down. See, otherwise you're non-human. Now, when we say non-human, I'm sorry, babes, but sometimes, you know, they're malignant cases. They are malignant cases. They will be non-human till death finally relieves us. He, she, the sheep. Yes. And if we explain, you know, more, you're typing, you know, your type. Is it just the lowercase sheep where you can't see birds and words and stuff? You know, is it just a lowercase sheep? Or is it, in fact, the C, the C? I mean, the ones who see. See? Babes, a human being can pick that out. They'll say, the word C is in there, how trippy. And she is, and so is he. See, he and she? Why would we want to do that? Skip that. Okay, next. I hate being random on you, but let's get going here. We're going to plug into something. What is it? Yeah, what do you get a charge from? I say it's God and or the T. North, south. No, you want to say it like this. The good, you know what T is, man. It's the happy NEWS. Wait, stick it in the ground. Are you here? Did you make it? He. Are here? Did you make it here? See, did you notice? If you're a human being, you would. Now, what caliber are you? Can you see the flows between, the ebbs and flows between just the vowels alone? When you see them, it's like, oh, IOU. IOU means here. Did we feel, are we leveled up? Thank you for being here, and isn't this a fun game? Did you notice that the word her and he is in heart? Now, this is because it's trying to tell you, it's continuously trying to tell you what's governing what, and what's connected to what, and what is here, and like, you can't go hither and thither. It's just, and see, the R reverse rule says, well, don't forget he is here, okay? And with the whole thing, it says, get as much words as you can out of that. Well, we have earth there, right? You know that. Here, let me spell it for you guys, because I know you guys are a bunch of kids. And I do too. I like the unedited version. I like the solid stream. That's the only solid stream, unfragmented mind there is the mind of God, which is this moment now. What just happened? Wait, let me do it again. So you're in another now right now, but let's see how powerful I am. 1, 2, 3, now! What happened? Did something fall off the shelf? Was it like a loud or something? Now what's happening? Is it starting to get weird out there? I'm just kidding. I'm just energy, by the way. Don't judge it. Sorry. Oh, gosh. I'm excited. And it's just energy. You know, you need to give Aries, and that's the part of the organism which is alive and well, something to do. If anything, yes, put it on a hamster wheel. Until it wakes up, put it on a hamster wheel. It'll start generating electricity. Yay, yay. I want to get on a hamster wheel, you know. But really what I'm saying is I just want to go take a run in the morning. I want to just go jog. Maybe I'll sprint. But, you know, I'm having to, like, run up and down the barracks here. I live in a prison. And you do too if you're on planet Earth. And did you notice it? It's not so bad when you know you're in prison, but nobody else knows. That's what's fucked up. They think that they can do anything, and nobody sees, and nobody... yeah. So anyway, what's this? My God, I was trying to tell you about the 3 dimensions that we're working with here. Let's hope this thing doesn't turn off, but if it does, I apologize, but we're going to keep going, babes. I'm going to make another 5,000 videos just this next year. Maybe not. I'll probably be helping. I mean, stuff is going to go on. We're going to have a spiritual awakening. I'm the leader. You throw me into a fire, set the clock back, put your fucking real language up, get your constitutions together. By that time, who knows? The mind, you know, we want to look out for that ID. I am and no, this is real. No, let me tell you. And it's like, what? What's real is that, in general, my past as such, which was fucking wretched, this and this and that and that and this happened, and it's real, man. It's like, well, yeah. No, it's not. It's not now. It's not now. Now is now. Reality is now real. Ria is now. God, by the way, Ria is God. That we will never see anything more or less. So let me just get back to the less song. You're going to get less on now. You have to have less on, please. Whew. Can you clear it out? And just, I mean, really, less ego on. Maybe less in the mind. Less on it. Okay, and more on. Moron, you? You moron? No? Oh. I knew I was going to do this. This is fucking funny. If I had a guitar, see, I don't really play music unless I do get the venue going and you really are working 8 or 15 songs together and you play them very well, straight through. And I know what that is and how that is. It takes work, babes, and I've done it. But now, what I could do and what I like, excuse me, pardon me, there's something here. Will you get out of here? Thank you. Man, starting to get transparent now. I'm fine. I was talking about, that was weird. I have to, I might have to move from here because, well, when I say from here, babes, I'm hoping it's the United States that I can get the hell away from it. But, where do people go? Where does the human being go? So, but the right thing to know and say is that no, you kind of elevate yourself and you get into the vibrational frequency. You see, we're not going to live forever here, and so, but we are going to do something. And you know, it's interesting because, well, it goes on and on. See, people are going to be dropping dead, and then generations are gonna. What I mean is generation. There's a generator here. This is generate. We are being generated, I guess. Or degenerated. What do you think? Comment section down below. Like, none of us would ever even know. If you can imagine the masses out there, they have no idea. They don't even question the cradle to the grave, you know, like they say, the eat, work, sleep, and do it again scenario. And you know, with all the other scenario, which would be just like this wheel it's like, it's just like these bubbles popping and then and they go away forever and you wouldn't see. We are seeing that right in front of our face as far as like deleting of what? Well, as a musician, for me, you have to be the strongest person in the world to survive what is going on now, what has been going on, and what's going to continue to go on, like especially in April of next year, and we're coming up to that, babe. That's already 6 months away. And yeah, they're taking away symmetry away from music. And you know how they took away the frequency. when I think about it, that's what I'm saying. Is like if you get a glimpse of what's really happening, it would it's you know, it would break you down. It would just and see what I was just responding to here when I interrupt myself is that there's fucking demons in another dimension. There's demons. This place is fucking caked, and I don't fucking care for them. They can't touch me because I've been working with vibrational frequency too long. I've been playing music and I have a what they call perfect pitch ear where, well, it wasn't just a year and a half ago or two that I was going through some major experiences that are, they would call it paranormal, and of course you're going crazy, and I'm isolated because of the way that I try to express it and say what's going on, and just I've gone through transformation, and it's still kind of happening, and see, I am an Aries rising, 6 degrees, so anyway, I have this perfect pitch. So your body is made of frequencies and music. As far as like how we're talking about, when you get more and more silent, the more that music is going to come up. Because when we say silence, you know how a wheel spins and you begin to see it'll spin so fast that now the light is catching up the strobe and it looks like it's staying still, but it's going very fast. And see if it's a sound wheel, it's not going to wobble at all. You dial it in. See, and there's also that term used, sound, when you're riding a horse and you're on it. And see, people used to live on the backs of horses for 15 or 20 years. And when they become unsound, it means that they're not walking smooth anymore. And you feel it. And you can imagine you're in tune with your animal, but that now it's non-geometric or something. That's noise. That's noise. So getting back to, I was applying it to some of the conversation here, which I'll respond until I get too busy, you know. So because I like interacting with people and I'm very engaging. I like to zap people with energy if it's just an experience. That's, you know, Shauna, the Experience Wyatt. That's my name. So anyway, second dimension, babe. Second dimension. This is something, see, I don't know everything, but for sure we can point it out. We have the E, which is energy, capital E, small, this would be a small s, pardon me, I'll do it with my finger. Small s, big O, and you notice the word on, go ahead. E is on. See, this means, see, ID, I mean, it's interesting, but you got to get out there, and the energy is going to transform, right? Perhaps, and it's on now. The body, this is where the truth is located, the second dimension. This is where we are now on Earth. On Earth, in it's not reality, but it's the truth in reality. It's whatever you can run into and pick up and get involved with, right? And it includes yourself, your body, all that stuff. Your body is there. And they call it the meadows up in, there's interdimensional beings, and there's also, they can call them space beings, but it's called the meadows here. And we are sheep. And it's not, it just means biological. Petri dish. That's a biological thing. See, I tried to explain it before, and I'll explain it again. See, there's hoofed animals here. Probably why you shouldn't be eating hoofed animals. See, pigs are the closest to the human dermis, the skin, and they use that to graft fresh skin on severely burned victims. The pig skin is closest to human flesh. And so just remember that when you're smelling it cooking up in the morning. They prepared you just fine, because we're going to, since we don't farm our foods and don't even know how to grow a pig to eat that, we're going to start eating each other. And you're well prepared. Just try it. Slice up some human thigh and put it on the grill, and then don't worry, just smell and you'll salivate. You need to get Sorry, I'm listening. My chickens are out, and I should actually go out. But I'm supposed to do this. See, I love my chickens and everything, but and so I need to get a better work regimen. I'm just kind of right now. I'm in between doing something. It might be completely distracted, to tell you the truth. Did you hear that knock? Third dimension is reality. Okay. Why did I say second there? That's where your body. That's the meadow. That's where the truth is. Okay. That's where your body is. Sorry, I was supposed to write body there, but hey, all of these mistakes are actually good. I shock myself when I go back and listen to some things. It's like, oh shit, I get it. I see what's happening. Okay, so this is the body. Now, what we do here is we just find the bird and the word. Boy. Yep. See, now when you look at this like as instructions or even an indication of what's really going on here, see, it's like you don't want to get locked into the ID. Who is this for, really? This is for the boy. You know, your body. You want to get into your body. You don't stay locked in the mind. You're in the body now. You're just getting going. You're the I am within and without. So, but anyway, thank you for listening to this. And then the third dimension is, now they say spirit, but I say mind again, but I capitalize the mind. Mind. There's the I there. You can have an I. Whoops. Mind. You know, yeah, the I is there. That I is there. You don't even have to on. See, the on is very illusory because the in is not a full-on man or woman, right? Something is there. It's just the possibility of something. As long as we have the light on. So anyway, thanks for following this with this. Some of it's hypnosis, and some of it is just. Actually, I'm onto something. Actually, I'm beginning to. This video is very much displaying how that it correlates very much with the practice of what Buddhism is. Really, it's a conversation between two people, but one of them is not a mind, but the mind of God. They are the third dimension. They are the trinary processor, which is the heart is on, it's hooked into reality, and it's handling the truth. And one of the truths that it handles is the mind also. See, the problem with the earth, the world. Now, I was gonna tell you about the world here. World, because there's the earth here, but then there's the world. God have mercy. Okay, so then we have world. R says to reverse that, puppy huns. Find out what's there. See, we have or there, which is an alternative, right? You know the word or. Or, it usually means, oh, but there's another, or something. You can say, put the THER down. Coincidence? You see? You didn't just enjoy that. You will later. If you start seeing it yourself, if you start understanding something on a level that a human being is capable of, it will start, oh, I promise you, total restoration of your nervous system, your body, and your natural born life, and the real you will show up. You will understand, you will have gotten rid, if you start seeing it, I don't know, on the level that I have seen it, which is, we'll get to there probably. See, but here we got, I was trying to tell you about the third dimension, which is just a very simple thing happening. And if it wasn't simple, then none of this creation would be here. And so, but with this, the bird and the word inside world is word. See, now we're going to argue with Christians right now and how they tell us that God, the way that creation came here, is that by God's word. And it's like, no, it's sound. There's sound. Yes. And so then, because we're doing beyond all words and symbols when we are doing reality itself, it's already here. It's cool. You don't need words and symbols to just view this thing here and come up with what, really. I mean, just because you don't have words and symbols on it doesn't mean that everything disappears, but it's a good way to start pointing back at how it's all happening, and then there's a generalization that goes on. If we can't keep generalizing things, really, then we'll have the mess called the world, which is just full of, oh my God. It seems like, okay, so there's the Mariana Trench. Maybe we can shove some of it in there and then bury it and have it scoot out the other side. How long does it take for that to happen? But it needs to, is it clogged by now? I don't know. Pardon me. Word. Yeah, no, that's very deceptive. You watch out. And then what other word can you get out of there? Lord, the L. And babes, I'm a woman here, and I'm telling you that you don't need anybody lording over you. No, there's something much more beautiful than a lord, okay? And we do have those terms going on, like used loosely, like there's the landlords. How about those guys? Whew! Okay, never mind. And let me. So that's beware. There's an or there. See there, right here. It says, well, can you just go for the alternative, babe? Please. What's the alternative? Well, the secret about the word or, is it's right here. Just put the R down. Boom. There is God again. Good. Thank God, and but now it's just a symbol. That one thing right there is saying forever. Forever, infinity, probably infinite possibility. It's a symbol, like a portal where everything comes in and out. It's an oscillator. Just kidding. Yes. Oscillation. I-O-N. Ion, right? I is on there. The T, interesting. Truth. Look at that. There's an atomic, it's pointing at the atomic plasmatic field. Let's just say that. But no, atomic assemblage. Look, there's another I, but see now, because we're talking about oscillation, let's just say, well, you can have your fat I there, but at the end your I is on. Why not? But is there an end? No. That's the whole thing about the forever recycler that is this O. And it's just, the word world is very deceptive. Look at it. It's that R. It's the R. You want to watch out for that, Reptilian. Reptilian stuff. Really, what it says is that you need to know that there's the reptilian side. And just because the Earth has the R in it, well, yeah, there's reptilian here. But it says to reverse. Sorry, my pen is going out. But that's Rhea, so we have Rhea is God, reality. Don't you love itty? I love itty. Itty, I mean, it's just the same as when you say, I don't know about pity, but the word pit, right? And then they're saying, so they're really saying it's pity. It sure is like in a ditch, digging to the pitch. Interesting. Of a wicked witch who took away your upper atmosphere. They took away your uppercase. It's a whole other spectrum. They've taken away the non-physical and also your symbology, and left you with the lowercase. That's what they do. They say to just do one capitalized T or something at the top. A lot of times it's the T, this or A or something like that. But if you think about it with me, Why? Because there's a period. You can put a period there and we know it's the end of a sentence. Now, if you listen to these damn words we're saying a sentence, where else do you hear that that's very real? Otherwise, we're just talking about words and they're kind of a false information field, and who cares about your sentence? I care about my sentence here. Why am I here, Judge? How far did I get off course? And what kind of a sentence are you going to give me now? One that isn't capitalized improperly for me? I am free to capitalize anywhere, anytime. Why am I being shorted of all of the free energy stuff that goes on with the uppercase vowels? And I was trying to tell you about this. See, even though you don't know about it, do you type? Yes, you do. What type do you type? See, all you have to do is it's a little bit of work too, because they're making it harder and harder, and they did it for me. But my phone is already programmed with some of it. It's a trip. It'll come up when I'm talk texting, and it will put my words that I programmed into there, and I know how to program it. I've been doing it. And if you notice that your phone is programmed, all pre-programmed, it's like just it hasn't been handled yet by the human faction. And when you start capitalizing your vowels only, what you're looking at is flows of energy, non-physical. And that, now we're getting into God, man. We're getting into like what's happening in outer space, which is just beyond your nose here, packed with energy and stuff. And like it's like how you work too. The I. See, we have A. Woo! A. A is for atoms. Atomic. I love just doing atomic assemblage, because if you can just, I was trying to tell you, all you need is the English alphabet to learn everything else you need to know about how the universe works, what is actually here technologically, and how you work and what you are, and all of the deception that's going on. And I didn't just say that you have to, and then you read a book after book after book after, go to the library and just, no, burn those. Learn your words, learn words, and see what they're pointing at. Because learn the standard words that the modern day nations are having to. They say, you know, you can go to Africa and there's or China. What trips me out is the Chinese people, right? You expect them to be very, very, uh, what's the word? Exotic in their in the way that they speak, and like they can hardly speak English, but some of them are speaking perfect dialect English than even me, you know, because I'm here slang over here. And so what my point is they're having to learn a certain configuration, most likely when they write it. That's how they're doing it, right? And that you have to question that. Why is it that everybody has to learn it? It's an interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space, and it's turned to weaponry, just like everything else that has been sent to us that can be like looked into and stuff. And see, when you if you, and see, this is one of the most important things. If we can just stop it right there, where everybody's going blah, 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 and even the signing stuff, and anyway. No, when you get into the courthouse, you take your right to remain silent. Now, it might mean, see, I'm still getting downloads about this. It's like, it might mean that you just say, well, pardon me, I need to have this written down because I have a different, see, I know what reality is. First, you have a conversation. See, that conversation is missing. That's between the enlightened people, Buddhists, I guess you'd say, a Buddhist master who is the mind of God, who is just this moment now. I mean, we're not, I mean, go ahead, gung-ho on your education and stuff. But you have so much time here to figure something out. See, a lot of people, even like, say, who? Think about it. Okay, so atomic assemblage. See, this is at and as. Anyway, assemblage. Oh, the word assemblage, I have to write it down for you, because that shows what's really going on here. And whenever you see the I, doesn't that point at I? You have to call yourself I, and I have to call myself I. We are an I, and we have an I. There's two I's. See, just like there's the mind and the mind. There's two minds. In Scripture they capitalize the M to let you know that no, we're talking about the higher mind. Yes. So anyway, there's higher everything else, babes. Oh man, if you see, I don't know, I'll write it out for you, but you can do it yourself. And now, what would be wise is to get to know what the vowels are pointing at. And this is atomic assemblage. You know, we don't really know where atoms are, but we can though see. Let's hope I do it right this time. L, and then the I. Now there's ages. There's the word age that shows up a lot in words, and they're pointing at age. They're just saying we are in an age. You know, we are doing ages. See, what I mean is, like, you know how they call it that, you know, the Aquarius age or blah blah blah, but it's really, yeah, it's a it's like, God, it's hard to explain, but when you, okay, as a suffix, like usage, or anyway, so that's one example I'm going to get now. So you're going to have to start, and if you are, see, this is important to know that not everybody will get this. See, there's shepherds and then sheep, and the shepherds will be able to protect people and say, no, actually, and let's look at this document and say, and just start laughing. Just start laughing and say, oh, excuse me, satellites, but you're doing satellites. Now let's look at satellites, you know, and stuff like that. See, this is, oh, see, I did it wrong, but there's a B, because there's a B there. Sorry. But now I was just trying to tell you that get it right for yourself. Go and put the B down. And I was trying to tell you, if you can understand what the vowels are pointing at. These are symbols, by the way. This means frame. It's a frame. Now, when we talk about the frame, see, you as a human being, you use your imagination. You go, well, why would it relate to the A? You know, well, see, we have the R, which is cool, you know, but we'll keep it down. But it just says, look for bird and word. You know, you're fine. Am. The I am, you know, or Ram. See, Aries. I already went through this, but it's okay for me to repeat it. I know why you repeat things. I'm a musician, and you have to repeat it over and over. Just like the Channel 4 News, man. But I'm not hypnotizing you. I'm not sending you a crock of shit. You can start flowing into this. There's my car keys. Oops, pardon me. All right, so yeah, frame, am, ram, but see, that A is there, and then the E, there's energy, you know, having to do with it, but because you can put see, really, at the very least, and this is weird because this is like rocket science, but you won't understand it, but at the very least, just keep your vowels up. And then try and imagine what it's pointing at. See, this is pointing at God, because the R is there. Ria. You want to just reverse your cursive. Ria. Reality is showing up here now because we have a frame, atomic assemblage. Ria. You can turn this into era. Now we're getting into an era. Yeah, that's the way you do that. You have an ear. Did you hear me, babes? But look, Earth. Are we there yet? Oh my God. Woo! No, we are getting really close to human extinction. Now we're looking for human beings now. When we type these on our electronics, And anywhere else, we're just looking for that. And see, then we start separating out. Well, these ones, you know, we can corral them up now and say, no, they're doing weird things. They are imagining their life to be. They don't even see the symbols. They can't even play this game fairly. So, isn't that amazing, huh? Yes, it is. A-E. See, I feel like we have to have a whole 45-minute show on just one vowel at a time. Because this is a symbol, babes. You have to remember, you're looking at symbols. This is a frame, like an A frame. Frame. Am, by the way, am. You have to just be like a sheep and go, am. Problem? Got a problem? You know? E. Because what else can we do here? You know what I mean? But certainly don't drink beer. That's a suggestion some demon made. Stop taking suggestions. Look. Don't be Luke. Don't be Luke Skywalking. Look. E. See, this is a plug. This is a 3-prong plug. We have positive and negative charge and ground. Right? Positive, negative, and ground. It's like throwing, it's showing 3 dimensions, if you ask me. It says I, and then there's 3 dimensions. So now we have this full hookup of energy. See, it's important to know, maybe imagine that sometimes when you see this, like this, and then a B, that's an I, and then they put stuff on the, and if that doesn't look like a butt, right there, the B, and you didn't know, I mean, did you notice that the B looks like a butt? And that it's in this, boobies? If you don't think so, we can take you on a boat. We'll just take you on a boat. It doesn't exist either. It doesn't float. And we'll just drop you off and let some sharks have you because they're hungry. No. I'm sorry. Just go run on a hamster wheel. We need volunteers. Just run. We need electricity. But what the point is, you know, castrate yourself. Stay away from the trying to breed, or, you know, try to find an alive woman. She'll help you a little bit. Maybe. They've been chasing us down and wait. E. 3-prong plug. Now you're going to get your plug. See, I trip out on the equal sign because it's like, woo, pluggy. Anyway, plug. Sorry, kids. Oh man, what are we going to do here? Oh, we'll go over here. Thanks. Yeah. Wow. Woo. Sometimes it's just like that easy. It's like, wait a minute, where did we go? Nowhere, really. This is very simple. Why are these people fucking gaslighting the scene? Okay, energy. This actually is I. If you really want to get into it, it's I, or electron, electricity, energy. Well, see, energy, in the word energy, and I've been on Facebook, and you're probably looking at me now, and I'm doing it again, and it's fine with me. I have to do it for the rest of my life. This right here, this is I. So you don't know what we're talking about. These are symbols. And this is a vowel also. It's pointing at upper spectrum math that is pointing at, it's symbols that are pointing at the non-physical vibrational frequency, energy, frequency, and vibrations, perhaps, but it's mainly the way energy is going to and fro, and usage, and held, and coming out, and stuff like this. And so Y is a very important tool. I'm talking about that V. It's not a trap if you have the I underneath. See, this is an I and a V on top. This is a funnel. You know, it's like you can have stuff going in there, and then it comes down. See, and you arguably, you know, you would say that there's you don't argue about it. You just say, no, it looks like a conduit. You know, that's something they use for electricity. And it's interesting to see how both sides are there. What is that? We don't know. But yeah, it's kind of like it comes in here. You know, hold your hand up like joy. You know, that's a good thing. But it's a symbol. It's a symbol. It's a tool. That's a tool. All of this is now, when you're getting into the vowels, you know, really loosely, we can say that they are, some of the symbols are tools handling energy, and it's pointing at the non-physical, basically the non-physical uh, energy. So then, how creation of creation is built in front of our faces, it will eventually start to get that intense with. But so you don't have to know. Just keep your vowels up. When you do that on your phone, you might get. You're going to find something happening, and you know, just know that it's okay. You're just letting the Intergalactic Federation know that we're starting to see now. We are human, and there's a way to do this. See, because we're free to capitalize anywhere, anytime. It doesn't make any sense that if there's a period after a sentence, and as a woman, if you're watching this, period, what are they talking about? Because we know what that is, you know. But then, period, why did you correlate that with that? See, there's something going on. Anyway, energy. There's I. We'll leave the I here because we're now building like the tools that we use to begin to see everything we see now, which is, what is that, Shauna? Oh, it's just God and or Ria. Ria is God reality. It's here now. Yes. See, this is, yes. Just put the E down. Boom. Huh? Kids, like that? Oh, I'm sorry, you can't see now. Sorry about that. Shit. Well, I'm an Aries rising, and we're not editing, and we are not even trying. Trying is lying. I gotta shut that window or door. But okay, so AE. The I, you know what the I is, right? Come on now, see if you are gonna have to pick this up, kids, and run with it. The divine I, when it's open, it's the only one that you have to find out of the vowels to be in lowercase, okay? Yes, because we already have the capital I there. Now when you see the dot, that means the I is on. Or something is happening with that. There's just, you have to make sure to see that this is a body, and then we have a space. And it kind of, because the I, when it's turned on, it's not only reality oriented and is very truth oriented, like to the bone, to where it's getting into outer space, which is multidimensional. That's what the real nature of space is. And then it's not out there, like Elon Musk thinks. Those people are trapped here, by the way. Whew, dangerous. We are in a fucking dangerous place right here. But don't worry. So I might end it here just with the A and E because those are beautiful. But no, we have the I. That when you want to say I, just keep it in lowercase. You can program your phone back to just say no, keep it in lowercase. Then they'll give you two choices, and then you'll see you could. There's three slots in your phone where they're wanting you to program all three dimensions there. I have some of it there. I've been able to do it. It happened, well, how long has it been now? But I have to do some yoga and get back into a better mode of being able to receive and channel. I'm sorry if you can't see this. A-E-I-O. Oh, we talked about O is, you know, I mean, this is all pointing at God, but there it is, right in the word God, right? And it's now. Right? Wherever you see the O, it's magical, man. You know, now. Ooh, I love the word now, right? Because especially when you capitalize, it's like almost like you have to capitalize all of the. Pretty soon you probably do, you know, and we're really setting them down. That's how weird reverse gets, and don't worry, you'll be fine. If you learn it's as good as like if you go to a shaman and they give you some kind of ayahuasca or LSD or what? What do you need to alter your perception into? Now, wouldn't the purpose to be healthier, to be somehow you get, maybe you get a superpower or something. Yeah, if you start tapping into the truth more, really rinsing your mind out and going and just meditate, do yoga, eat cleaner, then you can be kind of, something about you is like a little bit like above average. Then really what I mean is like you can be strong. You can be fucking strong. You can like do things. It's like, what? And see, that's what Christ was. Jesus was somebody who did things. And it's like, how do you do that? And see, you got to pay attention, because you might be there already, but it's good to turn it on and say, no, let's get conscious. Boy, when you start getting conscious of your power, Huns, now I'm going to make other videos about it happened in this video where we're under attack. And don't worry, you know, if you find yourself in a situation where you're having to deal with a demon or something, just walk in the name of Christ. Even say Jesus Christ and they hate it. Say, I love Jesus Christ and I love my mother, and just start talking about love and saying, and I love me. And they just hate it. And they just go, oh, God, not today then, bye. Really. But they will try to scare you. AEIO is an oscillator. This is a symbol you're looking at. It means pi or 8. That's a symbol. Forever, life. It's interesting that would have 2 up on top. I mean, I would paint it like this. You see that? Yeah. But it's kind of yin-yangy, you know. So anyway, and then I mean, you have to imagine what it is. The recycler. You know, have the arrows going. It gives you energy to hit the truth, and you can do it through words. Really, you can. Not the shit. I mean, that's going on lower base case flatline crap over there in the library, in the libraries, the libraries. Imagining a life happening. Woo! Babylon, baby. Baby on. Baby on. It's a farm here, by the way. They have harnessed, they've taken all of our intellectual property away, and your leaders. They took your leaders away, and they got fake politics and fake religion, and it's baby on. Cha-ching is it. As long as we can just keep it going and going blindly. Like, well, how's it going out there, man? You know, woo, it's being reduced down to talk about the flat line, right? You know, it's like the deserts are ever expanding, maybe. But what we mean is like the ecology of the human being. Where are they? It's like water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Excuse me. I was wondering, like, where can I go? Zero. It's just space, really. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, just I get so calm when I see the zero. Anyway, you know, it's really what it is. If you don't think it sounds like this, I mean, if you haven't been taught that way, it's too bad. You notice the we in there, see? Anyway, we talked about that now. AIOU. There's also a Y, and I think the Y is stationed in the middle, but anyway. U is, I've already talked about it, it's a fucking tool, okay? You're looking at stick figure pictures that are trying to tell you that we're using tools to create creation here. And this is a cup. Again, if you don't think this looks like a bucket, and that you don't see the bucket inside of the bucket, word bucket, let alone E.T. There's E.T. there. Don't miss it. Like, wait a minute, E.T. U.E.T. Well, if you understand that what E.T. really meant, I think it cut out my last video, and I'm surprised it's going this long. 1 hour. I should wrap it up because I'm at the U and we're almost done, which is we. You know, we are to hold something here. So we have the cup. ET, that's extraterrestrial. Those are two words. Look up the word terrestrial. Find out what exactly it tells you, like just what sticks out the most. It's pretty basic. It's nothing like hocus pocus or anything like that. And then, yeah, so UET. Well, the buckets, see, now you have to use your imagination. What do buckets do here? See, we can transfer material in it, and then reminds me of the buckets when they are throwing buckets at each other of mortar, and they're creating a building or something, so then now they're building and they're putting an extra layer. See, ET, if you translate it, it just means like extra layer. It does. But ET, T, trees. Or terrestrial. If we spelled the word terrestrial, I'm sure we can get the word trees out of it, because look, they have an R there. Do you need any more? I don't. You can spell, see, with the R there, you can spell tree there. Why? Because they are extraterrestrial. There isn't anything here that isn't extraterrestrial. If it's alive and it can take a crap or drop a hair down and leave a layer, extraterrestrial. So anyway, big deal, huh? Watch the aliens try to tell us there's extraterrestrials here. Who are aliens? I don't know, man. They're like, they're I don't know. It's like it got into your mind, and now you're really programmed. The programmers. See the word grammar. It's just as you hear it, grammar. We're doing grammar here, and then but pro means like fourth. Like, see, I think it just it's. Thank God that my rooster's still alive. Okay, I'm about almost done with what I have to say here. I think I've done a lot. I think that the way that you should listen to this particular video is just before you go to sleep, maybe. Like you should be in a different. See, I'm trying to get that state of mind. There's a state of mind that you need to be in that allows information in without judging it or like looking for something in particular. I hope that some of my material is like that, because I've heard some other speakers that are like this. I won't mention any names, but they tend, see, what happens is resonation will happen. If you get it, it's weird, because if you're meant to hear it, then that's what we mean. It's like there isn't anything coincidental here. It's like this thing we're doing here. Some people can pick up on it and get really like. I was almost going to say the word lucky, because I'm getting I need to eat lunch, and I'm actually a few meals behind, to tell you the truth. But to be able to see the time spectrums, how it's working. See, we're talking about 5D kind of stuff and how to work it. See, I'm a musician and a live playing musician. I don't read music. By the way, reality, see, music was never ever, it's sound. It's not noise either. See, the space in between the tones is what makes music. Otherwise, it's noisy. It's a noise. So you can take any noise and make music out of it by way of putting this precisely, in fact, perfectly measured space right in between the tones. I say it like that because a lot of people say, oh, there's no such thing as perfection. It's like, excuse me, I'm a musician, and we wouldn't be considered anything in the room good, especially by children, if we didn't maintain perfection. Well, and we feel it. We're like, when we make a mistake, very slight, we go, oh my God, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. Because everybody will hear it if they're looking for God, really. And that's what we're doing. It's not looking for it. It's just celebrating it. And what's real important is just that did you correct your mistake? Because if you don't, if you make a mistake and you don't correct it, you're just making another mistake. So I might have interrupted some things here. I'm glad. I feel like I went on. I did some good training here with Mars, trining Pluto, and then these other planets now in Scorpio are going to be trining Pluto too. I'm sorry, Neptune. I said it in my last video too when I met Neptune, and a lot of astrologers do that, especially with this MMF waves. Man, we're really lucky to say any couple words in 5 years. So enjoy these videos. That's why I'm putting it, yeah, non-edited. I'm trying to look at this. You know, we have some planets that are going out of retrograde, and some planets that went into retrograde, but we're fixing up this particular October. It's being wrapped up. It's the 25th already. Saturday, 3 degrees Sun Scorpio, and the Mercury is jamming through Scorpio at 18 degrees. Thank God it's squared. See, it squared my moon, and I was in a really fucking shitty emotional state, bad. And that's what that. But I can handle it, and I can handle that. You know, there's gonna be a sun. I get a sun square. Everybody gets a sun square moon twice a year. It's when the zodiacal angle squares the sun will square your moon twice a year. That's all I'm saying. It's a hard angle. It's emotionally difficult. If you find out what sign that is, like what's where your moon is and where the sun is, you'll find it's like, oh yeah, no, I don't get along with the Leo, or I don't get along with the Virgo, or something like that, because yeah. But you probably don't even pay attention to it. See, once you start, you'll start. You can find the love of your life if you just fucking pay attention to what a feeling and like resonation, like does it ring like a bell? See, but that has to be turned on. It's turned on by way of going to the heart. See, not through think feel, right? And it's hard to explain that whole other realm of people operating on think feel only because they're programmed. And then it's like this. It's like, I guess it's like black and white, right? If it doesn't go into the slot, then throw that out. Like that's what a religion will do for you. That's what your traditional values will do for you, kind of. That's what education system is great on it. They want you in your head, and everybody, like I said, is not on the same fucking page. The same page. Here it is. There's only one reality behind all realities.